Good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Las Vegas Motor Speedway, a mile-and-a-half D-shaped oval with 20-degree progressive banking. Las Vegas Motor Speedway hosts all three of NASCAR's top series and has been a venue for top-tier open-wheel competition and sports car racing. The state-of-the-art motorsports facility, its nickname, the Diamond in the Desert, is well-deserved. Las Vegas Motor Speedway has the polished brilliance that is a trademark of Speedway Motorsports properties, and it is truly multifaceted. Originally constructed in 1996, Las Vegas Motor Speedway held its first major event in September of that year, an IRL race won by Richie Hearn. The first NASCAR event, a NASCAR Truck Series race, followed 2 months later. The Xfinity Series paid a visit in 1997 before the NASCAR Cup Series arrived in 1998, marking the beginning of the track's long-term success. Changes to the oval in 2006 made it a more competitive venue for stock cars. This major renovation revamped the banking, upping it from the modest 12 degrees to 20. Not only that, but the corners were banked progressively, meaning the further up the racing surface you go, the steeper the banking goes. Lap times came down, racing got more competitive. The current stock car track record, held by Kurt Busch at just over 196 miles per hour. Tonight, it's the Litchfield Specialty ARCA Series, and it's next on HBR TV. Again, welcome everyone. I'm Steve Singer with HBR TV. We are at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway for the LSI ARCA Series event. Practice just about wrapped up here from the Speedway. Just a couple of minutes to go. Cody Harger, the 66. The 41 of Donald Ray, possible newcomer. Don't remember that name here. He's second quick, just 100th off that time. Dustin Painter third. Mike Taschereau fourth. Mike LaJoie, the 29, is the top five. I want to thank everyone once again for joining us here tonight at the Speedway at HBR TV. We've got a couple on the YouTube side watching, a few over on the Facebook side as well. Feel free to engage. Chat us up in the multi-stream to stream chat on YouTube or Facebook. Either one is fine. I got my eyes on both. May not see them right away because, you know, I'm trying to run this broadcast thing, but you got questions, comments, you want to shout out to your favorite driver, or really whatever you got, feel free. So far, looking like a pretty good field here tonight. We've got 19 cars, 20 cars registered, 19 that have taken some time in practice. The last one in the list here, Dakota Rogers. Not sure if, again, he's here in an admin role or a viewership role, or if he's going to turn some laps. But either way, 19 cars is good. 20 is even better. See what we get here. Practice just about wrapped up. We're at the 0 mark. Black and red flags in the air. We're going to jump into qualifying momentarily. Ten-minute session here to turn 2 laps. Best time of the two will be taken. Like Nick Hansen, first to roll out of the pits, number 17 machine. Another new name I don't recall seeing, but the more the merrier. New blood is always welcome here in the OG Racing League. Guys are trying to recruit right now for their Truck Series season, just about to get underway here in a week or so. It runs on Thursday night, same time slot as their Modified Series Wednesday and this LSI ARCA Series on Saturdays. Truck Series run every Thursday. Find OG Racing on Facebook. Touch base with one of the admins if you're interested. They do recruitment races quite often in the off season. So if you see that up on the sessions and the hosteds, hop in, give it a shot. Bring your big girl panties with you and a thick skin, and you'll be just fine. Hansen a little loose off too down the backstretch, but that's just kind of how these ARCA cars handle. Hansen puts a 30.43 up in his first lap. Let's see what Mike Taschereau is up to. The number 33 machine, his first lap, a 36.06. Hansen quickest on the board. Taschereau second. Let's see if Mike can pick it up here. Lap number 2. Tire pressure's up a bit in that 33. Had to burp the throttle a bit through 3 and 4. Let's see how bad that hurt him. About to cross the line here for lap number 2. 30.44 was still quicker. Not enough for the top spot. Just barely missed it, did Taschereau. Mark Thomas's first lap, second quick. Second lap is second quick, 30.43. Robbie Milber in the number 99 machine. He is so far 8th after his first lap. Lap 2 for the 99, 30.622. Good enough for 7th fast. Got the 55 of Billy Milner. Kind of a spotty hit and miss with the 55. Here in Las Vegas, a little loose off 2 there into his first lap of the evening in his qualifying session. Ooh, that car looks way out of shape off turn number 4. Almost caught a piece of the wall. He's going to hit lap 1 here. First lap for Milner, a 31.21. That's 11 fast. Only quicker than 2 other cars so far in the session. Off turn 2 down the backstretch. A little cleaner exit this time. If Milner can pick up the pace. Right now, Nick Hansen still on the provisional pole. Mike LaJoie now up to 2nd. Mark Thomas 3rd. Taschereau down to 5th as Doug Wolcott takes the 4th position. Milner's second lap, bit quicker, 8th fast, 30.573. Vorchek's parked. Ben Choate is out on track. Lap 1 for Choate. Looks like he had some trouble through one of the corners there, 32.68. Another opportunity around Las Vegas Motor Speedway. See if he can pick up the pace here, move that number 21 higher up the board. Cody Harger goes top of the board, 30.14. Ben Choate, lap number 2. Still 14th quick. About the same as the first. Second faster, 31.627 for the 21 machine. Brian Torcha out there in the number 2D Dixon & Sons Trucking. Chevy Impala SS. Lap 1 for Brian, a 30.79, 14th so far. Lap 2, let's see if it yields any quicker lap time. Lap 2 for Brian Torcha, 30.52, puts him into the top 10, 9th quick so far. Dale Legan just finishes up his second lap, a 30.808. That's 15th on the board. Not a great qualifying run for the 05, but he'll make up for it during the race, I'm sure. 4 registered drivers in the session that can take a time here. We do have about 4 minutes left in the session. Plenty of time to roll out, lock in. So far, we'll go through the field. The 66 of Harger on the provisional pole. 17, Nick Hansen is second. Mike LaJoy in third. The 41 of Donald Ray is fourth. Mark Thomas fifth. Sixth place, Doug Wolcott. Seventh, Mike Taschereau. Eighth, Dustin Painter. Ninth, Brian Torsha. 10th, Billy Milner. 11th, Bill Voracek. 12th, Brian Rupert. 13th, Robbie Milburn. 14th, Pete Woodrum. 15th, Dale Legan. 16th, Ben Choate. 17th, Ronaldo McKinnon. Still left to qualify Dakota Rogers, Joe Marks, Kevin Newborn, and Josh Battles, if they so choose. Try to give everybody updates tonight. The qualifying sessions for the Busch Light Clash tomorrow at the LA Coliseum, scheduled to get underway on, I believe, Fox Sports 1 at 8:30 p.m. in the East. If you still choose to watch this race, which I certainly hope to do, probably going to be a lot more action here, but I'll keep you posted. If you still want to know where the starting lineups are going to roll to for the tomorrow's heat races, keep an eye on that and keep everybody in the know, so you don't have to change the channel. You can stay right here at HBR TV, tuned in to the Litchfield Specialty ARCA Series. Sure, no one will regret it. It's going to be a good race. Great field so far. We might have 22 drivers now registered in the session. Well, we do have a couple of minutes left in qualifying. No one is on track at the moment. Again, we do need to thank some sponsors. First and foremost, Litchfield Specialty, the primary sponsor of the LSI Litchfield Specialty ARCA Series. Special thanks to TRS, the RacingSchool.net. If you're interested in driving a real race car, whether it's a full-bodied stock car or a real modified car, get out to Thompson Speedway, but check out the RacingSchool.net for any of those packages that they may have to offer for you. Sudath Taxidermy, competition quality at a commercial price. Contact award-winning taxidermist James Sudath at 636-544-7836. And to D. Dixon & Sons Trucking Incorporated for all your trucking needs. And My Cricket Makes custom-made signs and a lot more. Contact Tabitha Brown at 618-340-0900. I think Jason Alexander may have made it out to the racing facility. That number 22 Coors paint scheme there. That's an old Bill Elliott paint job. Rolling around on a Chevy, but either way, still looking sharp. Might just be a bit of a practice for the 22, as I don't know that he's going to catch a green flag here in time to actually clock in a lap time, but either way, seat time is seat time, even if it's only half a lap. That about ends the session there. So officially, we will go to our starting grid. On the pole position, it's the 66 of Cody Harger with Charger Racing to his outside. Newcomer Nick Hansen out of Ohio, the number 17 machine. Row number 2 out of New England, it's Mike LaJoy. His outside, Donald Ray with ARCS Racing. Mark Thomas will start 5th out of the United Kingdom in the number 50 machine. Douglas Wolcott, the 72, will start 6th. Mike Taschereau in the 7th spot, that number 33 machine. Dustin Painter in 8th to his outside. Brian Torsha with OG Racing will start 9th. Billy Milner with HBR TV. The number 55 machine will start 10th. Bill Voracek in the 9 will start 11th with Brian Rubert in the 3 to his outside starting 12th. Starting 13th, it's Robbie Milburn in the 99 machine with Mud Mule Motorsports, with Pete Woodrum in the 8 with 304 Motorsports to his outside. Starting 15th, it's the 05 Miller American Chevy Impala of Dale Legan with Ben Choate, the number 21, starting 16th. Starting 17th, Ronaldo McKinnon with Southern LED Automotive, the number 52. Cody Fogg, the number 58, will start 18th. 19th is Josh Battles in the 11 machine, and 20th is Jason Alexander at the 22. 21st, Dakota Rogers in the 5 with Kevin Newborn in the 51. Starting shotgun on the field, the number 4, Joe Mark, starting 23rd. That is your starting lineup here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway, the LSI ARCA Series. Getting ready to roll out. First pace lap. I think it's only one formation lap here. Big mile and a half. Gonna get things rolling here. The pace car, that Ford Mustang pace car, getting ready to form up the field. Everybody's getting antsy. See the 17 starting to roll. So does the pace car. Laps here, Las Vegas Motor Speedway. 2 sets of tires, 1 fast repair, 50% fuel load, so these guys may need to make at least one stop to get to the finish. Pace car about to peel off. On the green flag to wave, starter holding it. Now waving it, green flag in the air. We're underway here. The Las Vegas Motor Speedway LSI Litchfield Specialty ARCA Series is green. Cody Harger with an edge into turn number 1. The 17 of Hansen ducks down in below. Field off turn 2, looking clean so far. Down the backstretch they go into turn number 3. Ooh, little trouble coming to the start finish line. Looks like the 9 of Voracek possibly having an issue there. Not sure exactly what happened. Maybe some door-to-door contact. Send him up the racetrack into the safer barrier. Mild contact. The 9 continues on. Might not have gotten into the fence, though. The number 9 looks pretty clean on that right side. Got lucky, got away with one here early. The 2 of Brian Torsha putting pressure on the 33 Mike Taschereau. 3 laps in with the 2 looking a little bit racy already. Feels like he's quicker than Mike at this point in the race. Car length and a half back from the 33, trying to take over that spot. Taschereau's got the 6th position. Brian's already up 2 spots since the drop of the green flag. Well, back up front, Mike LaJoie right to the back bumper of the 66 of Cody Harger. We're going to have a battle for the lead here momentarily. Nick Hansen dropped back, lost a spot already. Now getting some pressure from the 41 of Donald Ray as well. Top two starting to put some distance back to the third place running machine to Nick Hansen while Nick battles with Donald Ray. An issue with Dakota Rogers, maybe off track, didn't get into the fence necessarily, at least not enough to bring out a caution. Dakota Rogers running in the 21st position here, that number 5 machine. Car looks relatively intact. Whatever issue he had continues on. Gonna follow this battle, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Nick Hansen, Donald Ray, Mark Thomas getting into the mix, as well as Mike Tashrow's caught this group as well, pulled away from the 2 of Brian Torsha. 41 of Hansen takes a look to the inside, the 17 up top, 41 down low. Hansen's going to take over the spot. This is for 4th. And corrected, that is Donald Ray in the 41. Just as soon as I start to get the names, they bring in new people. Now the battle, Hansen and Thomas. Mark Thomas in the 50. Now you see Dustin Painter dropping down low to make the move on Mike Taschereau into turn number 3. Yeah, battles all over the place. And I don't mean Josh. Josh running in the 19th position. Positions 4th through 8th here. The 17 of Hansen 4th. The 8th position is the 2 of Brian Torsha at the back of the small group. Everybody bunched up pretty tight right here. Cody Harper continues to lead Mike LaJoy, albeit by only about a 1/10 and a half. Good battle going on here. That 00 Aqua Fresh machine of Dustin Painter battling with the 33 of Taschereau. Also going to try and sneak by Mark Thomas on the bottom if he can, but he's got the 17 of Hansen kind of working as a pick right now. Slow enough to hold him up, but fast enough to stay out in front of the group. So frustrating when you feel that you're quicker. Baker does get by these 3 drivers here in relatively short order. Contact made with the 50. Just a touch. It looked like there might have been some contact. Mark Thomas, typically one of the cleaner guys out there, but sometimes unavoidable. Painter tried to glide it up in front of the 50 there. There was room, albeit not a lot. No harm, no foul. Everybody continues on. Scary moment there for a moment. The 00 of Dustin Painter. Now he goes to work on Nick Hansen, the 17. With the 65, actually the 00 of Dustin Painter. Pay no attention to that graphic to the left. Painter runs the 65 everywhere else but this ARCA series. He's running that old Buckshot Jones paint scheme. Brings back some memories, but man, the 17, Nick Hansen battling back on the outside. Cuts it down back in front of the 00. Dustin goes back to work once again through 1 and 2. Painter takes the apron, a little bit of a shortcut, try to get a little bit of an advantage. High side is a little bit faster, but down low it's shorter. Painter definitely a bit faster than the 17 of Hansen. He's just got to find the way to time it and get around the 17. I think Hansen doing a wonderful job in defending that position. Adding to the frustration of the pilot of that Aqua Fresh Grand Prix. What he got in the fence there just ticks on the sparks fly. Not sure if it was the 50 of Mark Thomas. Brian Rupert in the 3, the Delco machine in behind this group. He's caught this bunch as well. Good battle going on here. You got the 50 Mark Thomas trying to go down low on Dustin Painter. Not quite enough, but he might have the time to get to the bottom. Nope. Painter's going to try and block. Still not enough room. Too risky at this point. Has him clear, but doesn't want to cut it down too far. And he's sure he's thinking about that contact made just a couple of laps ago that caused the 00 to get loose off the corner. Again, I don't think it was intentional, just given who that it was. Mark Thomas, relatively clean out here in this OG Racing League. Still the battle continues. Nick Hansen in the 4th spot. Dustin Painter rounding out the top 5 there, but half a car length back from that number 17. Wants to get around. Certainly seems to be a bit faster. Last lap, and in fact, for Dustin Painter was a little bit faster than Nick Hansen, almost a full 10th faster. But again, it's a matter of when you catch the car in front, can you build the momentum to continue and complete the pass? Many ways to defend your position when you're not as fast as the guy behind you, short of just blocking. Painter taking that apron line once more, trying to see if he can find a better route around the 17. May have abandoned the attack at this point. No sense in chewing up the tires at this point in the race. Let things cool off, maybe give it another go later on. Refocus. Meanwhile, he's got to defend the 50. Mark Thomas down low into turn number 3, trying to take over that spot. Dustin Painter now back to the 6th position. And he battled back on the high side, carries some momentum off turn 4. Little bit, not quite a ton. Either way, remains side by side with the 50 of Mark Thomas, working to turn number 1. Pete Woodrum on the pit lane right now, getting his scheduled service under the green flag. Right side tires on, left side tires going on. 4 tires and fuel for Pete Woodrum. Not sure if this is going to be enough for these guys to make it all the way to the finish. Some guys may have been saving fuel. I think maybe Pete Woodrum could make it to the end on just this stop and this set of tires. Billy Milner coming down the pit lane as well. Not really a top 5 car, but been in the top 10. But we do have a caution. Yellow flag is out. Let's see if the 55 can get his pit service done without losing a lap here. Dustin Painter, unfortunately, has crashed out on the racetrack. Milner coming to a pretty slow stop into his pit box. Right side's going in the air. Pretty much going to be 4 tires and fuel for everybody here, I think, especially with the possibility of now making it to the end. Caution's going to help every one of these guys that just pit try and stretch that fuel to the finish. Cody Harger has re-inherited the lead, though. Billy Milner is going to roll out 14th. We are under caution from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Take a look at the incident that brought out our first yellow of the evening. Dustin Painter. Ooh, big trouble. The 52 of McKinnon, I believe it was. I want to rewind that here and get a better look at it and slow it down. Painter down low at speed. I'm not sure if the 52 was trying to arc it down into the pits and got loose. Painter saw it happening, tried to slide up the track and go high to miss the spinning 52, but collects him instead. Just not enough time to react. Not a whole lot you can do about it once it starts. Yeah, nowhere for the 00 to go there. Tough break. Now, it's not over yet. Painter can still certainly use that fast repair, and in fact, he may be doing that just now or may have already done it. Yeah, definitely a fast repair used for 00 Dustin Painter. New car, good to go. Probably topped off the fuel as well just to make sure that we can get it home. These guys ran about 28 to 29 laps under green flag conditions before they started to peel off the banking and get their stop. Tough to say if they would have been able to make it all the way to the end. It's going to be tight as it is, but we've got a caution. It's going to certainly help the fuel for every one of these guys. Guys like Pete Woodrum and Billy Milner, though, were certainly hoping we would stay under green because they had the strategy. They made it past halfway, just barely, to get into the pit lane, get their new 4 tires and fuel, which was more than enough. They could have made it to the finish, barring a green-white checker. If we stayed green, they'd have been sitting pretty for a while. I don't know if you guys heard that. Some of the leaders cut the car off under yellow. Let's ride on board with the 66 of Harger. Yeah, Cody's at least clutching it. He's shutting it right down. Look at the dashboard on the tachometer, the big gauge in the center. It's just about at 0. He's either on the clutch or shut off completely. Let's back into the clutch. Yeah, fires it back up. Catches 3,000 RPM. He's trying to save. As I said in the open, the Busch Light Clash qualifying, the heat Qualifying is just about to get started here. We'll keep you updated with any of those results as they come in. Don't go anywhere. Stay right here with the LSI ARCA series on HBR TV from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We're just past halfway, wrapping up our first caution of the evening. Lights are off atop the pace car. We're 2x2 getting ready to go back to green. Pace car peels off the banking. Cody Harger back in the throttle. We're back underway here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Good start by the 66. Mike LaJoie, Mark Thomas second and third. Mike Taschereau fourth. Torsha is fifth. Already a battle there. The two of Brian Torsha able to get around the 17 of Nick Hansen. For watching that battle between those two earlier on in the race. Brian ended up backing out of it, saved the tires to try and make it to the halfway. Did just that. Maybe beat the 17 on strategy as he is right out in front of the 17. Running in the fifth position. '41 of Donald Ray putting pressure on the 05 of Dale Legan. Somebody's up in the wall there. Maybe Josh Battles. No, it's Brian Rupert in the 3. We stay under green. Brian was victim of the wall magnet off the backstretch in through 3 and 4. All I saw was sparks and some smoke. Tracked it down to the 3 of Rupert. 24 laps to go here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. A good day turning sour for the 3 of Brian Rupert. Gets into the fence. Minimal damage on that machine, but he has lost some significant track position as he rides in the 19th spot. Battle with the 55 of Billy Milner and Dale Legan. Milner in the 55 up high, crosses in front the nose of the 05, but now the 72 Doug Wolcott involved. Put some pressure down low on the 55 of Milner. This is for the 8th spot. Milner a little loose off turn 4. Gathers it back up, doesn't make contact with the 72. And the 72 of Wolcott takes over the position. Milner battling back, though, on the high side. Carries that momentum off turn 2 down the backstretch, now into 3 and 4. Can Milner hold on to it off turn 2? He was loose there the last time by. Clears the 72. Battle continues. Back up front, Cody Harger continues to lead. He's got the 29 of Mike LaJoie right to the back bumper. A car length, maybe a car length and a half. LaJoie looking down low through turns 1 and 2. Correction 3 and 4. Working off turn number 4, Harger, LaJoie, Thomas, Taschereau, Torsha, the top 5. in the battle here. This is for the 9th and 10th positions. Dale Legan in the 9th spot. Doug Wolcott, the 72, in 10th. So far, top 5 in Flash qualifying at the Coliseum. Ryan Preece, Corey LaJoie, Kurt Busch, Cody Ware, Ty Dillon. That's your top 5 so far for heat qualifying at the Flash. Oh, we do have a caution. The 17 of Hansen in the fence. Hansen, the number 17 machine collected. Yellow flag is out. Not sure if that was related to contact. Just saw him shoot up the banking and into the safer barrier. Comes out with 16 laps to go. Now the question is, does anybody take tires? Looks like everybody should still have a set over the pit wall that they can use. Damned if you do, you're damned if you don't at this point. Cody Harger could be a sit and duck. If he takes tires, everybody else stays out. If he stays out, everybody else takes tires. Been leading all afternoon, all evening long. If you do what the leader does, it's going to be tough to beat him. You got to mix it up a little bit. Throw off the strategy right now. Cody Harger's got a tough decision to make. You want to lose with tires or win without? Wow, he's going to go down pit lane and everybody's going to go with him. Kind of surprised. Doug Wolcott stays out. You know, it's the driver's dream. I love having them fresh tires, but if you can pin the 66 far enough back in the pack, we got plenty of cars on the lead lap. 19. If everybody stays out, I don't see the 66 working his way all the way back up to the front in that amount of time. I don't care who he is. Billy Milner, was it fuel only or just 2 tires? The 55 gets away quick. I don't know what happened there. Milner, 16.07 second stop for the 55. Damage on that machine as well. I'm not sure what's going on with that, how he was able to get out ahead of all these guys. Cody Harger included, as he was right at the end of pit lane there. I would imagine he could have just rolled right out. Harger stop was a 16.13, Milner a 16.07, Dakota Rogers 15.2, but he pit last. Oh, I see why. Okay, so looking at the timing and scoring here, Billy Milner went down the pit lane, did not pit. Drove through the pit lane. I don't know what strategy that may have been, but either way, he's in the 4th spot. But his last actual stop, where he decided to stop in his pit box, was lap 30. We covered it live. Right now, after pit stops, Wolcott, Cody Fogg, Dakota Rogers, Milner, Taschereau, your top 5. Taschereau, the first car in line on fresh tires, albeit it may have been right sides only, as it was a 9-second stop for the 33. Mike LaJoie, number 29 machine, he sits in the 6th spot. Looking at his pit stop, albeit a quick one, 14.7 seconds. That's likely 4 tires for the number 29 machine, so keep an eye on Mike LaJoie. Got Dale Legan, that looks like a 2-tire stop, 7 seconds. In behind him, Cody Harger, which we said 16.13, a 4-tire stop. Mark Thomas, 14.48, a 4-tire stop, a quick pit stop. Curious to see how this thing shakes out. Coming to 13 laps to go. Likely going to get a restart here with 12 to go. And 14 now. Coming to the line, we'll probably get the 1 to go. That'll put us at 13 laps left. Eric Dotson, get tires. I don't know, Eric. I mean, usually you're up in the booth with me on Tuesdays for the Cup race. I mean, let me ask you, if you're still listening, what is your call? If the 66 pits, I mean, don't we all stay out at this point? I mean, with 12 to go when we get the green, 19 cars on the lead lap. I don't see the 66 making it back up to the front. Easy for me to say up here in the booth. I'm not behind the wheel right now. Well, either way, Cody Harger sits in the 7th spot. He's still going to have a challenge to get through these drivers. Could be some fireworks here on the restart too, because again, we got guys up in the front that did not take tires. A couple guys that only took 2, which is certainly going to change the handling characteristics on these cars. You got to wonder, did they practice that before? Did they do it in the practice session pre-race? Are they well aware of what it's going to do to the handling of those cars? Is it going to be real loose? Is it going to be real tight? What's it going to do when we come to green? You run the risk. Do we get some issues with spinning the tires as we go to green, at least the one side? Or does it just turn the thing around because the right rear grips and the left sides don't? Who knows? We're going to find out here, though. Lights are off. Top pace car coming to 12 to go. Coming to a restart. Green flag coming up. 72 and Douglas Wolcott, the control car. He will go when he is ready once the pace car leaves the racing surface. Holds him down. He's in the throttle. Doug Wolcott off and running. A good restart for the 72. Everybody else in behind. Slow to the jump. Wolcott with a pretty good lead going into 1. It's probably 5 car lengths back to the rest of the field. Cody Fogg, Dakota Rogers, Cody Harger, Billy Milner, your top 5. Man, Cody's up 3 spots already. Cody Harger making it 3 wide with the 5. Contact by the 55. The Harger machine is around. Caution is out once again.
Difficult official this week, so make sure we're minding our P's and Q's.
Looked like Cody was trying to make a move on the number 5 machine. That was not the 05, that was the 5. Trying to find him here in the timing. Dakota Rogers, that was the 3rd spot. Dakota was actually a lap down early on in the race. Worked his way back up into the top 5. Let's go back and take a look at the replay here, see what happened exactly with the 66. Contact made. 5. I'm not sure. I'll back that up here to slow it down. Five was a little bit loose on entry, but I think the 66 of Harger was going to dive a little bit deeper than the 5 was planning on running, kind of expecting the 5 to run that lower line since he did have room down low. It didn't happen. They make contact door to door. Then the 55 of Milner gets into the back. Let's ride on board with the 55. Watch it from his perspective. This is on board the 55 of Billy Milner. You see these two cars make contact. Billy tries to go up the middle, split the gap. Makes contact, though, with the 66, and Cody Harger is around. Not major damage to the 66, but certainly not what he had in mind. Gets the pit lane, gets the fast repair. He's going to be at the back of the pack now. So now everybody that decided to follow the 66 in the pit lane, y'all look like geniuses because y'all got fresh tires. Cody Harger is going to restart. Looks like maybe 19th or 20th. We've got 10 laps to go. Dakota Wolcott, Dakota Rogers. I'm sorry, Douglas Wolcott, Dakota Rogers, Billy Milner, Mike LaJoy, Brian Torcha, your top 5. We run under, I think it is our 3rd caution of the evening. It's been relatively clean here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Good race so far. Approaching its conclusion rather quickly. Another qualifying update from the Clash. It's Cole Custer on the pole position. Provisionally, Castle 2nd, Allmendinger 3rd, Justin Haley 4th. McLeod is 5th. Ryan Priest 6th. Gilliland 7th. Keselowski 8th. LaJoy 9th. Kurt Busch 10th. Ware 11th, and Ty Dillon sits 12th. Now Justin Haley just goes to the top of the board, so now Justin Haley, 64.7 mile an hour lap. Not everybody likes that place, unfortunately. I'm one of them. I'm not a fan, but if they can make it a good show, more power to them. Got 9 laps to go here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway, though. Lights are off on the pace car. Mike LaJoy, number 29 DuPont machine on the high side. 4 tires the last stop. The lap 45. He's got the freshest tires up there. I think Brian Torsha is the next guy on 4. Pace car about to peel off the banking here. We're going to get the green flag with 8 laps to go. Pace car is in. Wolcott holds him down again. Very similar restart out of the 72. Gets a good jump. About 3 to 4 car lengths back to the 5 of Dakota Rogers. A good lead into 1. Gets clear. Douglas Wolcott in the top spot, pulling away. Billy Milner in the 2nd position now, gets around Dakota Rogers off turn number 2. Got Mike LaJoy to his back bumper. LaJoy going to be coming in a hurry. Got to clear that 5 machine to make his way around Milner. Milner did not pit the last time on old tires here. LaJoy looking low. Milner crosses off the nose through the dog leg. Aggressive move by Billy Milner. Joy's not going to put up with that for long. You do it again, you're probably going to catch a bumper. 7 laps to go, and Wolcott pulling away. In big trouble. Torsha into the wall.
There will be a
wrecking down the backstretch once again. This is not what Wolcott wanted to see. He was setting sail. Cody Fogg, Kevin Newborn, Nick Hansen, Brian Torsha. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. So we're joining the replay here. The 05 and the 58 already starting to wreck. All right, we're going to have to just rewind it. Do it the old-fashioned way. Be kind, rewind. I just dated myself. All right, the 58 of Fogg already looking a bit loose through 3, middle of 4 here. Yeah, he's in trouble. Doing a pretty good job trying to save it, though. Catches the white line, a little bit of the apron, though. Straightens him out a bit, but he's still chasing it up the track. The 05 of Legan has got the gas still down. It's late in the race. He's going to take it up on the high side, but it looks like he gets in the loose stuff. The 05 maybe catches the safer barrier. Yep, he gets in the fence. This might have been 2 entirely different incidents. So Legan hits the wall. He spins back down, collects the 58 of Cody Fogg. Looks like Cody had things straightened out. He saved that car, and unfortunately the 05 to the high side gets in the fence and collects Cody. So let's look at the Nick Hansen, Brian Torsha incident. Ooh, Taschereau clips. Oh, we got to back this way up. I didn't even see that LaJoy was involved. Or was LaJoy already loose? LaJoy is always loose, but usually he holds on to it. All right, so the 29 of LaJoy on the high side, the DuPont Pepsi colors there, up in the high lane, in behind the 55. Yeah, already loose, big time loose into 1. Looked like he had it saved for a moment. Still chasing it up the track. You said the 33 of Mike Taschereau in behind. Oh, LaJoy loose again. Oh, yeah. Clips the 2 of Torsha. Sends the 2 up the track. Hard impact. Taschereau's involved. 41. He gets a bit of it. Collects the back of the 2. The 17's around. Woodrum get out of this without contact? Nope. Looked like he was going to sneak through. Tough break on the back straightaway. So Doug Wolcott still the leader. Billy Milner second. Dakota Rogers third. Mark Thomas fourth. Josh Battles now up to the 5th position. Now it's Mark Thomas with the freshest tires in this lead group. The number 50 Kodiak colors runs in the 4th spot. Got DP in the 5th position. He's got fresh tires. Josh Battles, same thing. Just about everybody in behind. You got Donald Ray, the Mike LaJoy, the 14th position, pit lap 55. Again, I don't know if there was tires to take at that point, but we'll see how they can work their way back through the field. We're going to get the restart with 3 laps to go. Let's see if they can get it to the checkered flag under green flag conditions. Maybe no overtime here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway, but we shall see. So far, these leaders are doing a good job staying out front on old tires, but Miller disappears for a minute, reappears right there, allows the 72 to get a whale of a restart. Wolcott once again pulling away from the field. 3 laps to go from Las Vegas. We got a 3-wide battle. Mark Thomas slides through it. He's up in the high side of the 50, going for the 2nd position, gonna set sail. Off turn number 2, he's going to have the momentum on the 5 of Dakota Rogers, while Dustin Painter's trying to track him down as well. Billy Milner slides back to the 5th position while Wolcott pulls away, coming to 2 laps to go. Will he have enough time? Mark Thomas still trying to get around the 5. Caution is out. It's official. It's time for some extra innings, or extra laps, I should say. Definitely, once again, not what the 72 wanted to see here. That's going to put Mark Thomas right to the outside of the 72 of Wolcott for our next restart. Mark's got fresher tires by quite a few laps. I mean, 15 laps, but again, these laps we've been running, a lot of them been under caution. We've done restart caution, restart caution. Yeah, you're gonna have 2 quick cars on the outside, the 50 and the 00 up top. They have the newer tires to see if they can make it work. It certainly seemed it, but it was actually rather impressive watching the 5. Dakota Rogers was able to battle and defend that position relatively well, even on the older set of tires. Wolcott's been getting great restarts these last few that he's done. He's jumped out to 3 to 5 car length advantages each time. Pressure is on. So let's try and find that replay here. What happened with the most recent yellow flag? It was Robbie Milburn, it appears. 99 already around here at that point, so we're going to rewind it again. All right, so here's the 99. This is Robbie Milburn. We've got 41. Sticking his nose here to the inside. Milburn was starting to get loose, but the 41 was coming up at the same time. Race and deal, it looks like, but unfortunately, Woodrum's going to collect him again. It looks like, you know, he gets through, but then he collects McKinnon on the high side. Torsha gets a piece of it as well. Brings out our yellow. Then the 51 just pile drives him. Like Carl Edwards flying through the air. Pace cars in, going back to green. Let's see if he can hold off the 50 of Thomas. Wolcott in the throttle. Mark's going to take the low lane. Nope, maybe not. He's going to stay up top. Keeps Dustin Painter in behind. He's got to protect that position as well. Green-white checkered finish. 2 laps to go. Wolcott has the lead. Mark Thomas, Dustin Painter in behind with fresher tires. Can Thomas catch the 72? Can Painter follow through as well? So far, Wolcott making it look easy. It's not over till it's over, though. Through turns 3 and 4, he's going to look for the white flag off corner number 4. White flag is waving. Can he make it there before we wreck some more cars? Yes, white flag, last lap for Douglas Wolcott. Mark Thomas is there, looking into turn number 1, going to move to the high side. Little bit of a block from the 72. Mark Thomas dives it down low, takes advantage of those new tires. Off turn number 2, he's going to go for the lead. Side by side, it's a drag race into turn number 3. Can Mark Thomas complete the pass? He has the 72 clear. Wolcott up top, Painter down low. Painter's looking for second off 4, but Mark Thomas, last lap pass. He's going to take the victory here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. What a finish. Mark Thomas wins it. Wolcott holds on to the second position. Dustin Painter third. Josh Battles, a great finish for him. Cody Harger is in the 5th spot. What a finish. Wow. I need a breath and a cold beer. Man. Gets my heart rate going and I'm just watching. Great race. Mark Thomas celebrating here at start finish. We're going to step away for a brief moment. We'll be back with our top 3 finishers, including our winner, Mark Thomas, after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to all of you. Las Vegas Motor Speedway from Las Vegas, Nevada, clearly. You just witnessed a great one. This was fun to watch. Certainly an entertaining race to be had. Last lap pass, Mark Thomas, new tires prevailed, but it was close. Doug Wolcott decided that late caution. He pit lap 30. 31, it looks like. Wolcott pit did not take tires, stayed out, gambled, got some serious track position, was unable to hold off a hard charging Mark Thomas for the win. Trying to get Doug Wolcott pulled up into the booth. As we said early on in the open, Wolcott is a newcomer to the league. Brand new, almost got a victory here in his first time out. Unable to bring it home, but again, still a respectable finish. Ran a clean race, it appeared. I didn't see any big time headaches from anybody with Wolcott involved, but either way. And he's new to the system, not in the Discord as of yet. I know they're trying to get him worked up here. We're going to try and get to Mark Thomas here in just a moment. In fact, we're going to go to Mark right now. Mark, it's Steve in the HBR TV booth. You got a copy?
Dave, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing well, man. I'm trying to get my heart rate back under control after watching that finish. That was incredible. I mean, obviously, new tires worked for you, but it almost didn't. Doug Wolcott pit last lap 31. Had some old rubber on that machine, but you managed to get by coming off a 2 on the last lap. Walk us through it.
Oh, yeah, I've been saving rubber. The first run, I deliberately ran long, well, as long as I could, full tank. Trying to hold on to the tires, and I thought as we were getting closer to the end, it might be worth holding on to a set, and it kind of, luckily for me, it worked out my way.
Well, tell us about those last couple of laps. I know we had a couple of late restarts, some late cautions, and ultimately some extra laps here, some green-white checker finish. Did you have a plan involved, or was it just kind of go for it and see what happened? Off of turn number 2, it seemed like you were going to go high, and then you pulled the Days of Thunder. You were going low, and then there you were to the inside.
I've been working on that for quite a while. Yeah, Days of Thunder. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I'm going to go with that.
You weren't working on that.
No, I was. Seriously, because out of 1-2, I'm never as quick as some of the other guys. I always see them close up on me. But out of 3-4, I always seem to be able to pull a little gap. So my plan was to come out of 2 up the top and just take the low line into 3. So fortunately for me, I realised that he had older tyres on, so I knew he was going to go high. I just wanted to cover the inside so that I could take the low line 3-4.
Well, Mark, it was an awesome race. It was an even better finish. Congratulations on the victory, man. Proud to see you there. You did good. Again, once again, racing clean. Let's go back early on. Speaking of racing clean, man, who was it? I want to say it might have been the 2 of Brian Torsha early on in the race. He came up high. Maybe he made some contact. He got loose. Didn't wreck. Was there contact there? Was it even Brian Torsha, or am I just losing my mind?
I don't know. I did at one point think that I'd slightly touched Torch in the rear, but then somebody else said, I think it was Mike LaJoy, said that he got a little loose and sideswiped him. So I don't know whether it was a combination of the two, or whether because I was pretty close to him, he'd got the back end got a little aero light and went LaJoy hit him, or I don't know. All I know is that I was quite prepared to take the LL if I had hit it.
Well, either way, whoever it was you were close to making contact with, they got away clean. It was no harm, no foul. And we even said it on the broadcast. That's not a Mark Thomas move. If anything, that was an oops. Your race is way too clean to be that aggressive. So I was just curious if it was contact or not, but it looks like everybody got away. No big deal.
Yeah, I don't like the push to pass stuff. I can't do it. I mean, I don't have the skill set to be able to pull off push to pass. So I leave that to the guys who do, like, I say who do oval, but who specialise in oval. And I mean, some of these guys, I've been in that situation before where I've just had a little touch up the rear and it's pushed me wide and just gone up the inside. I'm like, damn, yeah, no matter how hard I try to do that, I can't do that. I either end up pushing them down the straight and them pulling away from me, or I end up spinning them round. I gave up after 3 or 4 attempts. I was like, no, I'll just stick with what I know. Then so far it's worked out for me.
Well, Mark, my first introduction to you was you putting a whooping on me at Coda in the trucks, and I was like, oh well, they got a road course guy too. But since I've been doing these broadcasts, I've watched you run a few of these ovals and bring home some checkered flags. So I would say that you're one of those oval specialists as well. So again, congratulations, man. You've done a good job. You brought it home P number 1. I think this might have been the only lap you led all night, but it was the one that mattered. So
I think it was. It was. I think it honestly was.
One hell of a job. Before we let you go, Mark, anybody you need to thank?
I'd like to thank the league, the OG League, for continuously just putting on great racing. Bad Obsession Motorsport, Simplicity, all of the sponsors who put their money into the league. Time and time again, you know, we try and provide a little bit of entertainment. I hope we do that. And yourself, Steve, because once again, just a superb broadcast as per usual.
Well, thanks for the kind words, Mark. As always, congratulations, and see you next week, man. Good luck.
Yeah, Steve, thanks, buddy.
Mark Thomas, your winner here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Still no luck getting Doug Wolcott into the booth. We're going to go to third place, Dustin Painter, in that 00 machine here. Dustin Painter, Steve in the HBR TV booth. You got a copy?
I got you loud and clear.
Dustin, congratulations. It was a top 3 finish. You looked stout pretty much all night long. Fast car, clean car with Aquafresh on the hood. Tell us about your night.
I got caught up in a little bit of wreck. A lap car spun and hit me and kind of sent me to the rear. Unfortunately, that kind of just ended being up there, you know, battling up toward the front, and kind of had to battle my way back and just dodged a bunch of wrecks, actually.
Now, how was the tire situation on your end? Did you pit with that late caution came out about lap 45, or were you on the older tires?
I pitted, I think there was like 15 to go or something like that. I pitted and got 4 tires and had good tires there at the end. Just kind of needed to be more in where Mark's position was than kind of behind it. I was just kind of biding my time, trying to see what they would do and try to maybe get up to Mark and maybe draft with him and then try to pass him, because I knew the 72 was on old tires.
Now, watching this unfold here late, we know we had a few guys up front, like you just mentioned, that were on tires from the midway point, really. I think Wolcott pit lap 30 or 31, but he was able to kind of hold off guys for at least a little while. Did you expect that little fall off? Did you experience any of that? Or was it like, wow, these guys are really holding their own? Should I have stayed out?
Well, with a bunch of cautions right there, you know, it's going to benefit the leader and the guys that were up front. The 5 was up front for quite a while, who had older tires and really wasn't up toward the front most of the race, but was able just to, you know, because of the quick cautions, just stay up there and keep the track position.
Gotcha. Well, Dustin, again, congratulations, a top 3 finish. You hear you talking to me again, so that's not too bad. I know we didn't get a chance to talk to Doug Wolcott. Any word on him being able to get up here in the booth yet?
No, but here's a cool story. I grew up in the South watching modifieds. This guy is actually a former Southern Modified Tour winner who I grew up a huge fan of, and he joined our series like last week, and I saw the name and I was like, no way. How many people get to race somebody they really grew up watching run and pulled for? That is super cool.
Yeah, that's definitely awesome. It's what's nice about this simulation here with iRacing is you do once in a while get an opportunity to race with some of our idols and some of our heroes growing up. Really cool that he joined the league, but curious to see. I would assume he's going to run modifieds next week, right?
I'm not sure. We're going to get him hooked up with Discord and all that. And apparently the invite didn't go through. But yeah, we're going to get him all hooked up and stuff like that. Enjoyed racing with him. He was always a calculated driver as a kid. So knowing that he stayed out on old tires did not shock me at all. I used to watch this guy save tires and then come up and win races. So it's really cool to run with him.
That's awesome. Looking forward to seeing more of that. Dustin, again, congratulations. I don't know if I even asked you already. Is there anybody you need to thank before we get you out of here?
Nah, I'm running the Buckshot Jones Aquafresh car. So shout out to Buckshot Jones.
All right. That's Dustin Painter, your 3rd place finisher here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. That's going to wrap it up as far as the interviews are concerned. Mark Thomas, Dustin Painter, unfortunately not able to chat with Doug Wolcott, our second place finisher. A little bit of a backstory there from Dustin Painter as it pertains to the 72 of Douglas Wolcott. Doug is an old Southern Modified Tour driver running some league races here at iRacing, so really cool to see him here in with this group. I embarrassed I didn't recognize the name because modifieds are something I'm kind of into, but either way, he's here, he's running, he's racing, he's competitive. He gambled there late and it almost paid off with a second place finish. Douglas Wolcott, the number 72, brings it home in the second position. So again, that's going to wrap it up. This is our race results. Mark Thomas is your winner. Douglas Wolcott second. Dustin Painter third. Josh Battles bringing home a strong fourth place finish. I remember Josh might have been involved in an early race incident, got some repairs done to that machine, battled back into the top 5, and here he is with a fourth place finish. Cody Harger, similar situation, led most of the evening, got caught out with some pit strategy late. Some guys did stay out, but it put the 66 kind of mid-pack, got mired into an incident where he got put up into the wall, made some contact. I think it was with the 5, and then it was on from there. Battled his way back after some repairs, some tires, and he still brings home a 5th place finish. So a good recovery for the 66. Speaking of the 5, Dakota Rogers, a very similar recovery. He was involved in the same incident. He brings it home in the 6th position. Mike LaJoy, a finish not indicative of the performance he had tonight, also was right there to the back bumper of the 66 most of the evening. Looking like he had at least the top 3 in hand, if not a victory. Finishes in the 7th spot. Billy Milner in the 8th position, the number 55 machine. He finishes a top 10. Brian Torsha, the number 2 machine, finishes 9th, with Mike Taschereau, the 33, finishing in the 10th spot. Brian Rupert in the 3 machine was 11th. Donald Ray was 12th. Dale Legan was 13th. Bill Voracek in the 9 was 14th, with Kevin Newborn 15th. Robbie Milburn was 16th, with Pete Woodrum was 17th. Ronaldo McKinnon was 18th. Again, this will not cycle through. All right, looks like Cody Fogg 19th, Nick Hansen 20th, Jason Alexander 21st, Joe Marks and Ben Choate. Appears that they did not start the race. So Jason Alexander, it looks like, was our last car in the running order here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. So once again, I'd like to thank every one of you for joining us here in the stream on the Facebook side and the YouTube side. If you haven't already done so, please like, follow, subscribe, share, all the fancy buzzwords, facebook.com/HollerBoysRacingTV, and also on YouTube at HollerBoysRacingTV. Now, I have to stress, there's no G in our racing. It's racing, because we can't spell or punctuate or sometimes even talk properly. But either way, that's how it is. If you're trying to find us, it's Holler Boys Racing TV. Give us a check out there. Like, share, follow, subscribe. Please do all of that. It absolutely makes a difference. It helps the channel. It helps get it in front of more eyeballs and helps us bring a better broadcast to you out there. So for that, we're going to wrap it up. We've got some sponsors we have to thank. As always, Litchfield Specialty. They are the primary sponsor of the LSI ARCA series. And to TRSTheRacingSchool.net. If you want to get behind the wheel of a real race car, whether it's a full-bodied stock car or even a modified, head over to TheRacingSchool.net, see what packages they have to offer. Just like those other racing schools, except there's no pace car, and you're allowed to pass. In fact, they encourage it. Don't worry, you're not going to go in there completely cold. They'll watch what you do, see if you're capable, and if they trust you, they'll let you go a little faster. Give them a shout. Springtime's coming. It's a great gift, great birthday present, great just because. Give them a shout. RacingSchool.net. And to Sudath Taxidermy, competition quality at a commercial price. Contact award-winning taxidermist James Sudath at 636-544-7836. To D. Dixon and Sons Trucking Incorporated for all your trucking needs. And to My Cricket Makes, custom-made signs and a lot more. Contact Tabitha Brown at 618-340-09. 0-0. And finally, before we sign off, thank you again all for tuning in. Congratulations to Mark Thomas on that masterful last lap pass and victory from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Winner tonight in the LSI ARCA series. Thanks for watching, everybody. Tune in next week. We've got the SCAR series on Monday. That's at 8:45 in the East. SCAR Cup Series Tuesday, 8:45 in the East. Modifieds for the OG Racing League on Wednesday. Keep your eyes peeled for the Truck Series coming back on Thursdays here pretty soon. Won't be long. And then once again next week, next Saturday, in 7:45 in the East. Thanks, everyone. Have a great night.